Snitches get stitches. Or at least that's what some people say. But for this, I want to tell you that I love the power of positive protests. And I'll get to that and why I've regained my faith in humanity in just a little bit. But first, I've got to tell you, it's been forever since I've watched the classic movie They Live. But I remember in that movie, a guy puts on a pair of sunglasses and suddenly sees that every billboard secretly says, obey and consume. And when I see what the Trump administration did, I see that they probably watched that movie as if it were a documentary, took notes and thought, love it. Let's do that at Yellowstone National Park. Because the Interior Department put up signs in the national parks across the country with QR codes asking visitors to report any sign or display that's negative about past or living Americans. Coming out of one of Trump's executive orders and his follow-up orders with the genuinely deranged title, Restoring Truth and Sanity to American History. Truth and sanity from the people who want you to snitch on historical markers in national parks. They slapped these signs up everywhere, including Manzanar, the site where this country imprisoned 120,000 Japanese Americans in the desert. And the assignment to the Rangers there was essentially find a way to make this concentration camp feel like a part of an unmatched record of advancing liberty. Good luck. Welcome to the prison camp. Please enjoy our abundant landscapes and try not to dwell on the barbed wire and the horrific things we did to people. And when dictator Trump built this, he built this thing to harvest a list of unpatriotic signs so that he could scrub them from the history books. But this week, the Interior Department had to publish the results of all of these QR codes in its public records library. More than 35,000 comments came in, 35,000. And something truly beautiful came out of all of this. People overwhelmingly used this snitch line to praise the Rangers, to beg for more funding since this same crew laid off park staff and then asked the public to police the survivors' signage. People complained about mosquitoes. One person's biggest grievance was that a park had not enough moose. Not enough moose. Essentially a Yelp review for a lack of elk. And then there's my favorite, a comment addressed straight to the Interior Secretary that read, "This felonious administration is the very definition of un-American. The parks belong to us, the people. We say no to the selling off of public lands." Love that. Think about the perfection here. They built a tool to find Americans saying negative things about America. And 35,000 Americans wrote back to say the only negative thing about our national parks is that Donald Trump's tiny, grubby little hands have touched them. The system asked, "What's un-American?" And the country answered in unison, "You. You did this. You are un-American." And the whole point of a national park is that it belongs to everyone. The good history, the bad history, the ugly history, the moose, the mosquitoes, or even the lack of moose, and even the parts of our country's history that we're ashamed of. You cannot QR code your way out of the truth. And the people just told you that 35,000 times. And I am, if you don't know, I am a massive national park guy. I'm a huge fan of our parks. Zion's my favorite. Drop me a comment and tell me what your favorite national park is or the one you want to visit the most.